Hello, hello, hello. This is a video for my friend Amy. This is the rehooping video. Now, first, to rehoop is rehooping and shifting go hand in hand. They're synonymous almost. One is actually a subset of the other. Shifting is part of it, but rehooping is the superset. So, this is exactly what it is like. This is a cutie frame. I have a quilt on here. I have quilted all the way here. And this is, I'm not doing the borders just yet. I'm just doing each background block. I've done, actually I haven't done. So what I'm gonna do is the next row. And what I need to do is rehoop. And I don't need to shift just yet because I'm here. I can work on this section right here. So I'm rehooping. So this is what it is. On my cutie frame, this is the original cutie frame, I have an upgrade, the clips with the hooks that go with, I think, the Breeze. So you can buy these. If you have the original cutie frame, you can buy them. If you have any cutie frame, you can buy them from the Grace Company. They're these back clips. They're rigidy this time. They're not smooth. The original had smooth ones. And they come with these lovely hooks that slide into them. Okay. So here's the thing, and here's the, oh gosh, I have to do this. Okay, so here's the way the hook, you want the hook part in the back. So you're gonna slide these in. Now these slide because when you're quilting, the machine sometimes hits the hook, so you can slide it over and it won't hit the hook. Very handy. Great design idea, Grace Company. So what I do, okay, so this is what it looks like. I've got it here and I've got it here. So you start out like this with your clips, right? You unhook down the back and you want to shift it up. Okay, that's shifting up. So I'm going to take my, I'm going to turn the machine on first. Apologies. Okay, I was working late last night. Okay. I still have a ways to go here, but okay, I'm going to show you this anyway. So I'm going to lift my needle up, and I'm going to get off here. Okay. Okay. This is something entirely different. This is ending something. So there. Okay. So I'm going to finish this later. But for the purpose of this video, I'm shifting. I'm shifting up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go where I want to go. I'm going to put my needle down. There. Needle's down. Now I can unhook these without it sliding right off the cutie frame. So, unhook this, take the hooks off. These hooks are fantastic. They hold a lot of quilt, by the way. So don't worry about that. So as you can see, I'm working with a large quilt. This particular quilt has a blanket on the backing, which is really heavy. So it will slide right off this frame. If I didn't have my needle down, it would slide right off. Okay, so I put the hooks somewhere else. Over here. Okay, now, the easiest way to do this, you got your needle down. This machine does the work for you. Shift it up. Or if you're going over, shift it over. Do whatever you need to do. Okay? Get it straight on. This is rehooping, folks. Now, you get it to where there are some considerations for this. You want it to be straight, and you want it to be so that the machine will not hit the back bar. And you want to be able to work in the block that you want to work in, okay? Now, Another consideration, I've talked about this many times before. The vertical quilting space that you have on your machine, you may have a domestic machine, you may have a Qnique, you may have a long arm, who knows what you have. But whatever it is that you have a vertical quilting space, your throat space, okay? And the throat space, and the way to do that is to test it out. Put your machine on, see how far you can go on the cutie frame, and that's your vertical quilting space. That's how far you can quilt in one pass. So when you're designing quilts, when you're designing blocks, I like to, I did a design once, and it was 5 inches, 5-inch blocks, because my vertical quilting space is 5 inches. Now, doing curves is a whole nother consideration, so we won't talk about that, but you know what I'm talking about. There's considerations, so you have to think ahead, sort of. So on this, it's no different. We're gonna think ahead. So what I wanna do is I want this block, let's say I want to work on this block. So this block, I want it to be, I'm not quilting here, I'm quilting here. So right here, I'm going to grab one of my handy dandy clips, and I'm going to see how far I can go here. I'm going to clip, and of course the Cutie logo has to be showing. So, okay. I can take my needle up, okay? And of course the machine was running, so it stuck. Okay, now I want to see how far I can go. So I bring my machine over. I'm golden. I can quilt here, no problem. What about here? Not so much. So I need to work a little harder at getting it up further. Maybe. We still okay? Okay, this is just as far as I can go. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm golden. Okay, I can do this block. So I can go ahead and clip. And I'm super golden. Definitely can quilt this block. So that's it. So now I've got it quilted. And I'm as far as I can go right there. So I can move this over even more. So let's do that. Let's pull it over here. Let's see, there, right there. That's as far as I want to go. There. We are certainly, check and double check. Okay. Put this out of the way. Oh, certainly. Okay. That's good. I can go back a little bit more. Okay. All good. So I'm good here. This is as far as, and I still have a little space. So that's good. That's rehooping, folks. Getting it to where you want it so you can quilt what you want to quilt. And then I've put all my clips on. And of course my hooks. Here are my hookies. Okay, so like I said, I want this in the back to hold all that fabric. So I just slide that in. There. These are so handy. So handy. Okay? It may take a little time your first few times doing this, but it's so worth it. And it's part of the process. And you know, if you have a little music in your headphones or whatever, your earbuds, it just goes really fast. Believe me, it goes really fast. I haven't had a lot of time to do this. I went on a cruise and came back and my husband got sick. He has a cold. So, you know, that's what it is. And when you're quilting this, I can move this over. See, and then I can quilt there. And then I can move it back over here and be out of the way. Oh, one more thing. I want to show you how I get the fabric into these hooks. Some of you don't have this, so I've got a lot of fabric here. There's a whole blanket back here. So what I do is I bring it all forward as much as possible. Okay. And then I kind of roll it. Some of you are going, what are you doing? Why do you have all this behind here? Well, the reason is this is my leader cloth. It's great. I can go edge to edge with this. I always try to get a big bunch, you know, backing. I always like the big backing. And of course, this is my test piece. My little pink test piece. So what I do is I roll it. And once you roll one side, it just goes really quick. And then I just lift that up, quilt it back there. Voila. It holds it really nicely. Really nicely. Then continue rolling. And ta-da. It's like magic, folks. It really is great. No more tucking your tails, that's for sure. Those of you that know me remember the tuck your tails days. It's that is not going to happen anymore. So yeah, it holds it. And this is I think this is a king size quilt. So this is pretty big. So, and very thick and very heavy. Does it perfectly. I hope this has helped you. And thanks for asking.